Shalom, friends. This is the calendar of the biblical feasts for the year 2025 on the Gregorian calendar and the year 5785 through 5786 on the Hebrew calendar. The biblical or religious new year begins in April or the month of Nisan with the Passover or the Feast of Unleavened Bread, which lasts for 7 days. This year, it begins at sunset on Saturday, April 12th through to sunset on Saturday, April 19th. Please note that the first day and the seventh day of unleavened bread are Shabbats, so no work is permitted. The dates are on the screen here for you. Also note that the first fruits of the barley harvest is on the second day of unleavened bread, and this is when we begin to count the Omer. You can look at the dates here, and the first fruits is actually when the Bible commands us to bring a special sheaf offering or a wave offering to wave before Hashem. So that begins sunset April 13, which is on a Sunday, through to Monday, April 14 at sunset. On Shavuot lasts for 1 day. We begin at sunset on Sunday, June 1, through to sunset on Monday, June 2nd. This day is also a Shabbat when no work is permitted, and Shavuot is the celebration of the wheat harvest, and this is the time when we bring our first fruits unto God in accordance with how God has blessed us. The fall feasts begin in September or Tishrei, which is the civil new year, and that kicks off with the celebration of Yom Teruah, or the Day of the Blasts. Also, this is when we celebrate Rosh Hashanah, known as the head of the year. This is a 1-day celebration that begins on Monday, September 22nd through to sunset on Tuesday, September 23rd. This day is a Shabbat. No work is allowed. Yom Kippur is a 1-day fast, 24 hours. We begin on Wednesday at sunset. That's Wednesday, October 1 at sunset, through to sunset on Thursday, October 2 or October the 2nd. And this day, of course, is a Sabbath. No work is permitted. Sukkot is a 7-day feast. It begins at sunset on Monday, October 6th through to sunset on Tuesday, October 13. For the first day of Sukkot, no work is allowed. That is a high Sabbath, and the date is on the screen. And then Shemini Atzeret, which is a 1-day celebration. This is known as the 8th day, begins at sunset on Tuesday, October 13 to sunset on Wednesday, October 14. And the 8th day is a Shabbat. No work is permitted. So for Sukkot, the first day of Sukkot is a Sabbath, and the 8th day is also a Sabbath. These are the dates for the biblical feasts for the year 2025 on the Gregorian calendar, and also 5785 to 86 on the Hebrew calendar. We know that a number of persons are interested in getting these dates early so that they can plan their vacations and days off for the year around the Sabbaths. So we are putting up the calendar early so that you're able to plan around the Sabbaths and be able to participate in the sacred assemblies that we're commanded to keep on these dates. Also, please note that these dates correspond with the dates of the holidays in Israel and not in the diaspora. These dates are also in keeping with how the Bible commands us to keep these dates. If you have any questions, please see the contact information in the description box below. And if you want to learn more about the biblical feasts, read Leviticus chapter 23. It will give you more information as to God's feasts that we are still commanded to honor. Thank you so much for watching. Until we meet again, Shalom, Shalom, and Kol Tov.